Hey everyone, I've got about 7 minutes on here, so I'm going to make this a real quickie response to Doug Walker, Nostalgia Critic's review of Rover Dangerfield. Now, apparently Doug, aka Nostalgia Critic, isn't the only one that kind of looked at this film as probably not being the best animated film, based on a stand-up comedian or a celebrity. I mean, one reviewer at DeviantArt said that as a kid they enjoyed this movie, and you can't blame them as a kid for enjoying it because it's a good movie. I still think it's a good movie. Honestly, I do. But I think I can understand why certain people like Doug, either he's just doing this because of his Nostalgia Critic character, probably is. Doug Walker probably enjoys the movie just as much as some of us, but probably finds certain flaws with it. And and like I said, this other person at DeviantArt who did the review on it. Well, let me explain why, probably some of the reasons they didn't like this film. Now, either Doug Walker didn't like it, in reality because of the one-liners, or he just said that for his Nostalgia Critic persona. I have to say that the one-liners, yeah, maybe there was one too many, but they actually, in a way, helped the story along. So, you gotta give them that. Yeah, they could have cut down on them, but, it does help the story along. It kind of gives you a little, kind of lightens the mood sometimes at certain moments. Now, another problem that some people have had with this film, and I'm not sure if Doug's had this problem, because he didn't mention in his Nostalgia Critic review of it, but this one person did. One of the main problems that this person, and I don't know if Doug had a problem with this or not, or anybody else had a problem with this or not, was the love story within the film between Rover and Daisy. Now, Daisy apparently was a German Shepherd sheepdog, whatever you want to call it. And Rover is a Basset Hound. That's what he's portrayed as. Now, according to this one reviewer, they didn't like the fact that Rover had captured the heart of this seemingly younger, more attractive German Shepherd, if you will, a sheepdog, whatever you want to call her. Nor did they like the fact that she was starting to fall for him, because according to this one reviewer, there was an age difference. Well, here's why I can kind of correct that a little bit for that reviewer, for that person that reviewed the film on DeviantArt, as well as anybody else that's felt that way. Basset Hounds, no matter how old they are, even when they're young, look old. Okay? That's basically what it is. They look young. I mean, they look old. They may look old, but they could be young. You don't know that. I mean, yeah, there's a scene where Rover says he was with this group of dogs when he was a pup. But who's to say that wasn't maybe 2 years ago? 2 or 3 years ago. Who's to say that? And who's to say Daisy isn't about the same age? Despite the fact that, yeah, Rover looks a little differently, it looks more like Rodney. But that's the thing. That's why Rodney Dangerfield, I'm pretty sure when he decided what dog should he be portrayed as, probably chose a Basset Hound, or something like a Basset Hound, because even though the dog may look old, it might be, let's say, 2 years old, 3 years old. Probably the same age as Daisy. That's why there was a love story there. Doesn't mean he's older. It means they're probably the same age. He's just, the way he is as a dog. But besides that, the other thing that some people have had a problem with it is that the story just sometimes doesn't make no sense. Like, why are sheep in a tree? Why is a farmer so overreacting to this new dog and kind of assumes this new dog killed the farm's turkey when he didn't, and then all of a sudden changes his mind? People don't understand. Well, here's the thing. I lived in the country, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this live in the country too. A farmer who's used to having just a certain amount of dogs, sometimes big dogs, that can do a job, when they see a new dog come around that sort of like already has a name and sort of like a stray, you don't know exactly what he's capable of. You don't know if he's, you know, dangerous or not. And of course, having Rover chase a chicken at the beginning of the film, you know, in his first time at the farm, kind of really doesn't help out. But still, you can't blame farmers because they are paranoid. It doesn't matter if it's a dog because they don't know if that dog's wild or not, or can be trusted or not. So overall, I feel it was a good film, and I think some people need to give it a second chance, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I thank you all for watching, and anybody wants to respond to this video, go ahead. And that's just my response to Doug Walker and his Dodger Critics and this reviewer at Devon Arts review of Rover Dangerfield. And tell me what you think. Sorry it was short, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good Saturday.